Ramat Eshkol is an Israeli settlement and neighborhood in East Jerusalem. It was built on land captured from Jordan in the Six-Day War and was the first neighborhood built in East Jerusalem after the Six-Day War in 1967. The international community considers Israeli settlements in East Jerusalem illegal under international law, but the Israeli government disputes this. Historical background: in 1966, the border with Jordan ran parallel to Shmuel Hanavi Street. Beyond was a no-man's land and the bunkers and fortifications of Ammunition Hill, the site of fierce battles between Jordanian and Israeli forces in the 1967 war. Ramat Eshkol was planned as a neighborhood with tree-lined streets, small parks, a neighborhood health clinic and a small commercial center with a supermarket. Most of the new apartment buildings were limited to 4 floors. The architecture included prefab elements, but outside walls were faced with a veneer of Jerusalem stone. Israel Levitt of the Israel Defense Forces Engineering Corps cleared the mines on what is now Eddau Street. Levitt, also a trained architect, designed the first buildings there. In January 1970, the first occupants moved in. There were no roads, and the nearest bus was on Shmuel Hanavi. The first minyan was held in an air raid shelter on Eddau Street, before the completion of a synagogue. Government policy at the time was to create a contiguous link from Shmuel Hanavi to French Hill and the campus of Hebrew University of Jerusalem on Mount Scopus. A new bus line, number 9, was inaugurated to link the Mount Scopus campus with the campus in Givat Ram, built when the road to Mount Scopus was blocked by the Jordanians. The route of the bus followed the route of the convoy attacked on April 13, 1948, killing doctors and nurses of Hadassah Hospital. Subdistricts. Building also began at this time in Givat HaMivtah. Plots were raffled off for the construction of single-family homes. A time limit was imposed on construction and access was difficult. The only access was via a muddy track. The construction of private homes on Ramat Eshkol Street in Ramat Eshkol also employed the lottery method. Parks and memorials. After the Six-Day War, Ammunition Hill was restored and turned into a park and memorial site. Ramat Eshkol also has a park dedicated to Raoul Wallenberg, the Swedish diplomat who saved many Jews during World War II. The neighborhood's largest park is Gan HaMasharei Sar, commemorating 15 soldiers killed in 1969 in one day of fighting during the War of Attrition. Archaeology. The Eshkol tomb in Ramat Eshkol was discovered in the early 1970s during the excavation of building foundations. It is named from the stone carving of a cluster of grapes over the entrance.